My terrible family history came out and I feel exposed. I 29F had a rough upbringing. My dad did the unthinkable to me over and over whenever he felt like it, and my mother sat back and let it happen, called me a liar when I told her what he was doing to me. I don't speak to anyone in my family and haven't since I ran away at 18. I married my husband Alex 30M at 22 and I never told him the truth. He was under the impression my parents kicked me out at 18 because they were religious nutcases. I had it in my head if my own mother didn't believe nobody would, and over the years I realized he would have believed had I told him, but it was hard unpicking an almost decade-old narrative I had worked really hard on. Everything came out the end of March. I got a call from the hospital in our area. My mother was on hospice and wanted to see me before she went. She never apologized nor acknowledged what she let happen. Apparently she divorced my dad, too little too late, but she willed me everything, almost $300K worth of money and assets after the house was sold. Alex convinced me to attend the funeral as it might provide closure. I tried to refuse because ignoring my problems was how I dealt with them, but he kept saying it might help me, so I relented. I assumed with my dad and her being divorced he wouldn't be there, but he was. He came over to me and started talking, and it is all a blur because I was in a state of shock. I just nodded and went along with whatever was said. After the funeral he said he wanted to come back with me and Alex as my mother's passing had made him realize how important family is and he wants to right the wrongs of the past. I was still in a world of my own, so I just said yes, and when it finally sunk in what was happening I decided I could stick it out for a few hours, then never see him again and go back to pretending he doesn't exist. While there he got chatting and Alex realized I was off, but I just told him I was uneasy around him because it had been so long. He took it at face value. After about an hour Alex went upstairs to use the bathroom and I tried to walk out of the living room as I didn't want to be alone with my dad. I stood up and tried to leave the room, but then he touched me, only on the arm, but after that I was right back to being that damaged, pathetic little girl who cowered at the mere sight of him. I snapped at him to not touch me. I went to get a drink. I don't drink often, but it had been a long hard day and I was cracking. I was alone in the kitchen trying to calm down, and of course my dad had to come in. He touched me again, this time on my back as I was turned around when he came in. After that I snapped, and I wasn't looking at my dad, I was looking at the thing that ruined my life, and I offloaded on him and told him exactly what he is. His excuses ranged from me always having such a vivid imagination to being a nasty perverted fantasist. He of course didn't admit to it. No matter how many times I yelled at him, he didn't have the guts, and after Alex came downstairs, heard me say for the first time what actually happened, tried to go after him. I stopped him because my dad isn't worth going to jail over, and he left. Me and Alex basically spent the rest of the night going over everything, and now he knows the truth and why I lied for almost 10 years. We ended up telling a few more people. A few of our friends and his parents and sister now know. I do feel lighter now it's out there, and they've sworn they won't tell anyone, but if they do, whatever, I can't change the past. Believe me, I've tried. It's been my life's mission, which I thought I had been highly successful at. How wrong one can be. The only thing now is people are constantly checking in and asking how I'm doing, and I hate it. Me and Alex haven't slept together since then. It's almost like he's scared whenever I go near him. I feel totally exposed, and Alex has told me it's a good thing because I'm still me, but that he can fill in the missing pieces, but I don't want people to analyze me. If I had never gotten that call from the hospital, I would have carried on like that, forever hiding this side of me, and I don't know what to do now it's been found out. I just have to accept this as my new reality, and I have to adapt. I just hope the calls and pity and being seen as damaged wears off soon.